Close your eyes for a second and remember your first kiss, or a touch that made your heart skip a beat. How did it feel? The warmth, the intensity, or a jolt of electricity running down your spine that made everything around you vanish. We call it love, a soul connection. But now, let me do this. Let me throw a bucket of cold water on that romantic moment using the language of bone-dry numbers. From the perspective of pure physics, what you call a kiss is actually just a series of technical specifications. An average pressure of about 2.5 newtons applied to the skin's surface. An epidermal temperature maintained at 34 degrees Celsius. Inside your body, a chemical explosion occurs, with oxytocin and dopamine levels surging over 200% in less than a second. That is all. Pressure, thermal energy, and biochemical reactions. But something is very wrong here, isn't it? There is a massive gap, a gaping chasm between these numbers and that feeling of happiness vibrating in your chest. Why is it that when we add up all that pressure, all that temperature, and all those chemical molecules, we still can't find the kiss? Can you point to the exact location of emotion on a neural chart? Why is the data complete, yet the feeling has completely vanished? If this isn't just a mechanical flaw, it's one of the strangest questions science has ever faced. Because when we start peeling back that kiss layer by layer, we'll see that beneath the skin and electronic signals, reality is hiding a secret far more disturbing than we ever imagined. Look deeper into the labyrinth of the brain to see where the helplessness of science begins. When your lips touch another person's, sensory nerve endings begin to vibrate. Electrical signals surge along nerve fibers, crossing the spinal cord, racing toward the parietal lobe of the cortex. Here, 86 billion neurons begin a dance of chemistry and electricity. Sodium and potassium flow through cell membranes. Neurotransmitters are released into synaptic clefts. Science can draw a map detailed to the millimeter of this journey. But stop. In all those electrical signals, there is no such thing as love. No neuron knows how to love. They are just cells doing their jobs. So, where does that passionate feeling, that transcendence, the essence of that kiss reside? Imagine the world's most complex espresso machine. You know every screw, every boiler pressure, every stream of water flowing through the grounds. But does that machine ever know what the deliciousness of coffee is? Or is it just performing a soulless mechanical process in the dark? This is what we call the hard problem. You can know everything about the mechanism, but you know nothing about the experience. There is a famous experiment about Mary, a brilliant scientist who lives her entire life in a black and white room. She knows all the physical facts about light. She knows exactly which wavelengths stimulate the retina to create the color red. But when Mary steps outside and sees a rose, she learns something that science never told her. What the experience of seeing red is like. Love is the same. We can possess the entire blueprint of a kiss, but that blueprint remains forever blind to the feeling of a real heart actually beating. And this leads us to an even more terrifying question. If feeling is just an immeasurable add-on, could a machine deceive us entirely? Now, let's push your imagination a little further. Imagine I build a perfect biological robot for you. It has artificial skin with an exact temperature of 34 degrees Celsius. It has an artificial oxytocin pumping system flowing through its microcircuits, and it can perform that kiss with an exact pressure of 2.5 newtons. It could even look into your eyes, smile, and shed tears that look so real they are indistinguishable from yours. If you stood before that entity, felt that warmth, would its kiss be real? Science's answer is, we have no way of knowing. This is the concept of philosophical zombies, a world where every entity behaves as if they are in love, suffering, or happy, but inside they are just empty darkness. Nobody's home, no viewer experiencing that kiss at all. If that is possible, then look back at yourself and be shaken. That light shining inside you right now, that ability to feel intensity that no number can measure. How precious is it? Perhaps we were wrong to consider consciousness a byproduct of chemistry. Maybe it's not something the brain creates, but rather the brain is just a receiver for something much more fundamental. Consciousness might be a fundamental entity of the universe, just like mass or electric charge. And if that's true, then your kiss isn't an accidental biological event. It is the moment when the universe, after billions of years of silence, borrowed your lips, borrowed your heart, to experience its own beauty and love through a single point of view. You are not just a pile of atoms reacting. You are the way this universe realizes that it exists. Look at those two people standing there in the rain. Those raindrops are H2O. Their bodies are carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Those atoms were forged in the hearts of dying stars billions of years ago, drifting through infinite space only to converge here, right now. But the kiss they are sharing is not a common chemical reaction. It is a unique event, a one-of-a-kind moment in the entire 13-billion-year history of the universe. We are not soulless biological machines processing data. We are the universe vibrating with emotion. We are the way matter began to love and perceive its own beauty. Never let numbers or algorithms trick you into thinking your experience is mundane. Your presence, the viewer, sitting inside that brain, is the most miraculous thing that has ever existed. I want to leave you with one final question to ponder. If you woke up tomorrow morning, still in this form, still with all the memories of your life loaded into a perfect robot body, but you discovered you no longer had the ability to feel any emotion, no joy, no sadness, no passion, no pain, would you still be yourself? Or did you truly vanish the moment that light of experience went out? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for journeying with me to the very edge of this mystery.